Day 16, be careful with your spending, especially when you first get started as an entrepreneur. So some of y'all might be better than me, but when I first got started, I thought that I was going to be, and this is more than 10 years ago, when I started Eric Curry's Pets, my pet care business. I thought that I was going to be the one-stop shop for everything pet care related. And I brought this up and explored different tangents of it, but for this video, I'm going to explore the one where I bought a grooming table. I bought a bunch of grooming supplies. I'm embarrassed to admit all the different expenditures of money that I put out, racked up debt on a credit card, and that was incredibly stupid. It was incredibly stupid because, like I've talked about in other videos, I should have started with one service, really nailed that down, and then expanded. And it was just really dumb and a total waste of money to think that right off the bat, I would have the energy and the knowledge to be able to expand into all of these different services. Also, it's not the best, it's not the most professional look as an entrepreneur when you're a solopreneur and you want to be a one-stop shop. Generally, a beginning entrepreneur does not have the notoriety, does not have the name recognition to be able to effectively start a business that way. And I think the best example of that would be like in tutoring. I was a tutor for many years. Actually, I used my tutoring skills to build up my pet care business during and after college. I know it sounds crazy, but anyway. So what I found in tutoring was that even though I had a wide variety of skills, I could tutor math, I could tutor science, chemistry, AP biology, statistics, AP calculus. What I really found was that I needed to stick to one skill, one subject, and then build up my name, get some recognition and track record in that one subject, and then branch off. Sure, there's always exceptions to the rule. There's always people that do it differently. I'm purely here, one, to tell you my experience and what worked for me, right? You don't have to listen to me. You don't have to listen to my advice. But I also know that everything that I'm sharing here in these videos, I could have made my life and my business journey a lot easier. So I'm a huge fan of not reinventing the wheel. If someone's already made that mistake, if somebody's already gone down that path and it hasn't worked for them, no one else has to. But hey, some of us, myself included, are very stubborn and only learn by actually failing. Like, you actually have to do it and fail, and then you learn your lesson. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is when you're first starting your business, be very careful with how much money you're spending. Do not take out a credit card. Be careful about, depending on your industry, whether you need a physical location, because now you're talking overhead expenses where money that you have to put out regardless of whether you bring in a single dollar. So again, be very careful with how much money you're spending when you first start your business.